How is everybody? Right, new location. If it's working. Are we working? Are we working? Why does it always start like this? Here we go. Evening, Emily. How are you? Oh, my hair needs a cut. It needs a definite cut. Oh, you can get rid of that now. But we do need to get ready to take it out the oven. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Happy Friday. Oh, I've got to try and pronounce that name. I do apologise. Trevor Stumble and Trout Chiffon. Is that right? If it's not, I do apologise. I'm not the best at reading names. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Din din's time. Running a bit late today, so Alistair, evening, Noah's RC. Right, where's Billy? Because he's going to discuss that pizza tomorrow. Well, I've been always saying it, I'll wind people up about it. Evening, Alistair, how are you? Yeah, cheeseburger pizza sounds interesting. I'm not sure I'm going to like that. My Friday night's good. Yours? Gary? Yes, got that turned up today. Needed that. Got an A1 arrived today. And of course you've got to have some bird's eye chili flakes on your pizza. Got to have chilies on your pizza. And also I thought, I don't know why I haven't done it in the kitchen before really, because it's more open, I can see more, it's got more light. Just makes perfect sense really, especially with the winter coming. So I can stay warm, I can keep, the light is good, so not a nice work surface to work on. It all makes perfect sense to me if I can get the camera angles right. That's the key to it. Oh, din-dins. Sorry if I'm going to eat my dinner and make you guys hungry. I didn't get the time. I was working. I like to try and finish editing a video before going live, so it's all been a bit manic. So I thought I'll get myself a pineapple pizza. Wind a few people up, because I like winding people up. Who we got? Yeah, let's do Revo, evening. A proper pizza, yes. RC and beyond. Can you get a FTX Vantage, please? What is an FTX Vantage? I'd have to have a look at one of those. Are they good? Is it a crawler? Evening, Alex. How are you? How much do you think you spend on RCs each year now that it's more for YouTube than when it started out as a hobby? Well, to be brutally honest with you, even if we weren't doing YouTube, let's see if I can turn that round a bit so you guys can see. Oh, I bought a new oh, that's not going to work. I bought a new tripod as well, so I could do it in the kitchen. It's not going to... In you go. Right, now I should be able to swivel. There we go. Is that better? I'm probably a bit of a wonk. On a bit of a wonk. There. You can see me still, hopefully. I would have bought everything we've got anyway, even if it wasn't, you know, I don't really buy the cars for YouTube. I buy the cars because they're cars that I want, and then we just happen to film them. So all the cars that we've bought, we would have bought anyway, to be brutally honest with you. I've just got back into the hobby in a big way. You know, being single and lockdown and everything, it's just forced me back in. I've met some great people as well, so it's just made it easier to continue down that hobby line. Even 9 and 7, how are you? Oh, there's a buggy brush. More infraction destruction over the car park last time. Well, I'll try and get these ready for Sunday, if the weather's good. You said, what did you have for dinner then, Noah? I want to burn myself, that's the problem. I wonder if Billy will come on for a bit of anyone want a bit of pizza? Look at that pineapple on there. Oh, lovely pineapple pizza. It's probably, is that better? Is it light under the work surface? Probably gonna blow out a bit. I stopped adding it all up, to be quite honest with you, Bubbles. The boys asked me how much I thought I'd spent, and I said not that much. I mean, when we first started going out bashing and I was driving, boys were driving, we were doing at least £100 of repairs every week. On top of, I mean, it's you know, that I'm not going to add it all up because the amount of driving I do, pretty much the driving I do each week, I only drive with the sun on a Sunday when we go out mainly, but that's minimum 200 miles on a Sunday I drive, so you've got to factor that in as well. But you can't put a price on fun. You can't put a price on things you love. Get some Proline reactions. Right, Revo. Well, I might have my old stock ones here actually somewhere. Smell-o-vision. Evening, Matt, how are you? Thumbs up for pineapple. I love pineapple pizza. It's one of my favourites. Oh yeah, I can't, you know, doing that mileage is not, you know, it's just part and parcel. It's the only mileage I do a week. So, for me, it's a no-brainer. See if we can move this for you. Hopefully we can get some good views here whilst I work on it. I forgot to get the tools out, that was sensible. Might need some more chilies on this. Thank you, Street and Beyond. This is Jack's one. I was just going to change all the body mounting parts to fit the new body on it. Oh, saying that chili hit the spot. Oh, yeah, that got some chili going. It most definitely belongs on pizza, Emily. Sundays are fun days. Totally agree, Alex. Love RCing, but you know, I don't do as much driving as I do. It's meeting up with the people that are into it and the friends that I've made. SCX6, is that expensive then, Alice? How much is that coming out at? Is that the new Axial? Flip this around so you can see what I'm doing better. While I'm eating with my mouth full. I do apologise. Right. While I'm eating with my mouth, of course I'm eating with my mouth full, while I'm talking with my mouth full. You're always going to eat with your mouth full, aren't you? £1,100. Oh my god. I won't be getting one of them then. Pineapple does go on pizza bars. Look, it's on there. Pineapple. Lovely. A bit of chilies on there as well. How are you, bars, anyway? How's that X-Max going? It looks absolutely monstrous on the... Hi, Shanna. I'm trying to rather... What am I talking about? My eyes are going as well. It is delicious, Alistair. I'm Italian, great car. Absolutely great car. I'm gutted they brought the EXB out as a ready to run rather than a roller. Absolutely gutted about that. Of all the things that I didn't want them to do was bring that out as a RTR. I'd have bought that. Did save me some money, but I wasn't going to buy it as a roller, as a RTR. If they bought it out as a roller, I'd have had that. I forgot the phone. Thought I'd get everything ready tonight, and I forgot to get that. What size is it? What scale is it? We have Italian, yes. Callum's got his Italian. It hasn't been out for a while actually. We've just got so many cars. It's like which ones we take out. And Callum goes through stages of what cars he likes. I can only get a certain amount of cars in the back of my boot, so speak of the devil, here's Callum now. Oh, so it's quite big then. Oh, maybe 1,100 quid is alright then. Yeah, love the Italian. Great car, but you can only get the EXB one now. That's the problem. You can't buy the RTR Italian now. You can only buy the EXB, which is kind of sucks. If you can find anyone that's got, oh, bloody screws did I? Oh, I'm going to be doing my head in because I keep forgetting things. Can't remember what size screws I need for that either. And pull it off the calendar card and find out. I do apologise because I haven't got everything I need, which is very, very bad of me. It's 2.5 mil. Where's my 3 mil? Oh, I'm sucking today, guys. I got everything ready as well. That's what winds me up. I prepped everything. Well, I thought I did. I had it all lined up over here, but I didn't think about the hardware I was going to need. It comes up underneath and that goes through there. Ah, why didn't I not think about getting everything ready? We'll come back to the front and take the back apart. No, it goes under the new Bitty design body. Yeah, Italian XB is RTR, but they don't do the normal one RTR anymore. It's been discontinued. Meet him, how are you? Now I want pizza, but I can never have too much pizza. You ran over a rat. Oh, nasty. OCD, straight in the oven gloves, dear boy. Is that your OCD? Is that better? Lorne Cornish, how are you? Thanks for coming by. If people have OCD, you've got to help them. You've got to help them with it, haven't you? There's some things I deliberately do to affect people's OCD though, like the red arms on the X-Mats. That's deliberate. Well, I'll say it's deliberate. I could replace them all, but I haven't broken them all, so. I know it winds some people up. Hey ho, it is what it is. Actually, if I undo that, I can get away without undoing this one, can't I think. Just have to undo. Oh. Undo that one. Bish bosh bash. Crazy RC Driver, how are you? Nothing right with the Limitless, Eric, just changing the body mount so I can put a different body on it. Now you can shout it out, me, him. I'll be putting it on my community post anyway for next week. Big BRC, evening. William Thompson, evening. Oh, you mustn't break the tooth. Ronald Cubic, evening. Oh, a lot of people coming in now. Dan, hi. Infraction family limitless, feeling limitless more, what do you think? Depends what you want to do with it, Alistair. To be brutally honest with you. I love the look of the felony, but I hate the rear tyres on it. Infraction I love as well. And then the limitless, but it really depends on what you want to do. If you want to do drifting in the car park and things like that, then you've got to go you've got to go infraction or felony to start off with, or you can get a limitless and buy a centre diff for it, really, to drift. We probably won't. I won't be putting the diffs, the centre diff in this. Probably keep it on the spawn and have a drifting session, but ideally you need to centre diff it up. Gregory, evening. How are you? Limitless all round good because you can go off-road and on-road. Limitless for speed runs, yeah. But the infraction will get up there as well. I mean, thing is, the bodies we've got for these now, I'm having to convert these to infractions, effectively, with the body mounts I've got to put on. Because the GT bodies don't fit on the Limitless without changing the body mounts, which is not cheap to do because you have to buy so many different parts for it. And doing it on two of them, it's a bit of a pain in the backside, but you know, you do these things for your kids, don't you? They're just sitting at home, playing their video games. I am joking, they're not really. Callum's not been well, bless him. Just hoping he's well enough for the weekend. Otherwise he's going to miss out again. As I normally say, guys, I will be back to read your comments shortly. Mount all this back up so that we don't lose the screws and lose the parts. Hardcore, I see, between the Limitless and the Big Rock, which is the faster? At the moment, the Limitlesses have been faster. If we can get to a new location, I mean, the fastest we've been, and we're not speed run kings or anything else like that, with the Limitlesses, the fastest we've been is Jack at 112 with this one, and Callum's been 111. The Big Rock thus far has been 105. But I'm thinking with the new power system, the Big Rock will be good for at least 110, possibly more, it's hard to say. So, but you know, the Big Rock's not built to do those sort of speeds, but at the same time, the Big Rock is probably easier to drive than these two, believe it or not, as well. That's the crazy thing about it. Driving it at those speeds, it's just got so much power to its weight. That's the biggest challenge with it at the moment, is having enough space to open it up. Because at the moment, if we're doing 60, 70 miles an hour, you pull the throttle too much and all four wheels spin up. Evening, Jay. How are you? I've got something for you. Did it special for you. Zoz, evening. Stu, missed you coming in as well. Do apologise, evening. Did you got all your M2C stuff sorted out in the end, Stu? Look, Jay, especially for you. That's got chilies on it though. But, Jay, while you're here, if you're still here, this is what you've got to try on your live stream. You can see that. From Iceland. Give that a try. I want to see what you guys think. Ah, 2 months. So is it the postal service that's lost it for you? Bit of that pineapple off it to be edited. It's Edward, it is, lovely. I love As to Create Your Own. Love it. So 10-inch stone baked, barbecue sauce, spicy chicken, spicy beef, chili cheese, chili chicken, chili beef, pepperoni, chili oil, done. Love an As to Make Your Own. It's lovely, Jay. It is banging, no limits. You're going to get one of those pizzas tomorrow, Alex. Let me know what you think. I'll give you a heads up. Buy a different flavour one as well. Because if you can eat that, okay, then you can, I'll shake your hand. If you can get past 2 slices of that pizza, I'll shake your hand. You're a better man than me. Not that that's hard, but... So we don't lose the screws, just put them all back. The ones you don't need, I'll just screw them back in. So you never know when you might want to put the spoiler back on. There you go. Now, I've just got to hope the boys don't decide to trash these cars. Do it, Jay. Try that one out for a spicy 24-hour stream. It'll keep you awake. It's proper spicy. I mean, I like spicy. And that thing is just ridiculous. In fact, the words redonkulous come to mind. I mean, it's just, I said I like spicy, but not, I mean, I just couldn't eat it. It was too hot. I got through 2 slices and I struggled to get through those 2. And I didn't bring the screws in for that either. Stupid boy pike. Yeah, it's the arson one I was on about, Jay. No, that the orange fraction's still broken, isn't it, Revo? Zoz. I just need to buy the few toy figures from my daughter. I finished the X-Max Mini quad body and had a test run with it. Nice. I'm going to put it up on my community post, Jay. Hardcore pizza change. Oh, yeah, Billy. Sorry, it's normally Jay. Oh, hi, Billy. Matt of Customs RCs, evening, how are you? No, it's going again, just needs a body, okay. I've got a body for you. No, I haven't. We've got limitless bodies. Right. Let's go and get some screws. Brendan just put another screw order in. I'm running out of screws, which is not good. And I thought I had everything ready. That should do. Done. I'm looking about colours to see which size screws I need. Usually it's Jay, but I've got some bits to do split screen in your stream. Nice. Bought the Radix 6. How'd you find the Radix 6, Matty? I was mixed. I was still about getting one, but then I heard so many bad things about co-rally, whatever you want to call it. But I gave it a miss. When the armour price all started going up, I was going to start getting some co-rally stuff. But then started looking into it, and lots of people were having issues with them, and pillar balls and goodness knows what else. And then obviously Claire and Ian bought their XTR, because I was going to get an XTR. I had one in the basket, and I thought, well, if they're getting one, I'll wait and see. Glad I did wait and see. Really glad I waited and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need that one. We need that one, that one, that one, that one. We need that one. We do need that one. Because, yeah, not been impressed. Just added Revo number 3 to the collection. Oh, you got, I do like the Revos as well. Have you got the small one? I've been thinking about getting the small one, the 1/18th one. The best high-end road RC electric car kit. Ooh. What size, Stu? I mean, I don't really know any on-road kits. You're on the Bring Again Armour Big Rock. Good choice. Love the Armour Big Rock. My only criticism of it is the stock tyres. I think they suck. That's my only criticism of the Big Rock. You probably have to change the tyres. You've got a spice. You've got an ice to create your own. You've got spiced beef. Good choice. Meatballs. Not had that. Double mozzarella and chili oil on thin and crispy. That sounds lovely. Got the 1/16 VXL, the original brush still new, and the 2.0 full hobby bin setup. I really don't know, Stu. I don't know enough about... The only on-road cars I know about are the Armour ones. Not something I've really looked into, mate. Maybe someone else can help in the stream, but... SCX6 on them. I'm going to have to look into this SCX6. But it sounds a lot of money, but then again, it is 1/6 scale or 1/5 scale. But I need my workshop before I do that. I don't own any nitros at the moment, RC and beyond. It's not that I don't like them, I do. I really like them. I love the smell of them, I love the sound of them. 2 reasons I don't own any. One, because they're a bit messy to put in the back of my car. And 2, I just don't have anywhere to really fire them up and tune them and goodness knows what else at the moment. So maybe when I've got the workshop all built out in the back, I might start looking to get some nitros. There's a couple that I like the look of and the sound of. Flat packed. The 1/8 scale never took off. That 6 scale would be too niche. Yes, where do you drive a 6 scale crawler? Because most of them for 1/10, aren't they? Most crawler courses are for 1/10. I need more storage solutions as well, RC Moss. Yeah, without Kev, when he had the Nitro Revo, I really like the look of that. I mean, it needs running in better, but the electric plug in the back to start it up was really cool. Like the look of it, but I also want to get, I mean, the car that I really, at the top of my shopping list at the moment, top of my shopping list, but it's impractical for me at the moment, is a Lossy 5T. I really want one of those. I drove Kev's and, oh my God, I've always liked the look of them, always liked the sound of them, always liked the way they drive, and then he let me drive his. And it was like, yeah, it drives as good as it looks. A Lossy 5T is definitely a car that I want. But again, I've got nowhere to keep it here at the moment. I've got no space left in the garage. And practicalities of putting it in the car ain't that practical, really. Is my biggest problem. I think these ones go in, yep. Pizza everywhere now. That one goes in there. Ba, 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 ba. I do like this mat though. The mat is very nice. Nitros are more of a headache, but the smell, I love the smell. I love the smell of the two-strokes as well. I love the smell of all that, you know, and the sound. The sound when you're not driving it is a pain in the butt, I'll be brutally honest. Having to listen to it two-stroke going around when you're not driving it does my head in. But come on. When you're the one driving the car, I'm down too low on that. My other glasses might have done. Yep. I thought I had one hole coming out. Not on that side, but on this side. Done. Done the Lossy 5T 10 years ago. It's a money pit. Has it got any better though, Stu? Because I just love them. Love the look of them, love the sound of them. Love the way it drove. Robert, well, you're from New York, so I can, you know, yeah, you're going to hate pineapple on a pizza because you're, you know, from New York, so, but I like it, so I apologise. Castro, I thought, you're supposed to do that in the Fiesta Mark 1. Yeah, but boy, is that thing nice. Be worried about Stempy driving yours. Stempy's not getting his hand on anything that I own. The guy is a disaster. Love Stempy, but my God, he is a calamity waiting to happen. Martin's a great driver actually. I can only play in city parts, so I can't go nitro. But yeah, I mean that is the other problem with nitro and petrol. It's people get upset with the noise, so you can't just take it down the local park. People start complaining. Pizza should be thin crust, slight bit of oil dripping off of it. Nice. I'll tell you what, the funniest pizza, I say funniest, was a pizza pie in Chicago. That thing was about that thick. The cheese was about that thick on top, and then tomato sauce that thick, and the pepperoni on top. I mean, it was lovely, but it was never had a pizza like that before. Chicago pizza pie. And where did we go for that? One of the famous restaurant that does them. I forgot what it was called. Steering servo is nightmare. Plus clutches, much more power. The list is endless. Is it? You're putting me off of it, Stu, now. I'm going to put Billy and Robert in time out for spreading propaganda. Nitro, gas, petrol, fuel food, RCs. Why RCs get banned everywhere? Part of the reason, I think, is the noise. But it just add a new level. Sergeant Sir Jay, how are you? I don't think I said hello to you yet, so I do apologise if you commented before and I haven't seen it. I do apologise. And a squeeze, bang, blow as well, Master. Yeah, deep dish pizza. Weird. I mean, I couldn't eat it all. It's too much. I love the sound of it when you're driving. I hate the sound of it when other people are driving it. It's like when I'm trying to film and people are driving. I think when you're filming the nitro or filming the gas car, people are seeing it do it, and people expect it. The same as when you're driving it. But when you're filming it and it's in the background, and you're editing, all you can hear is the nitro or the two-stroke. Same with those motorbikes when we were last at the car park or at the car park before. All you could hear in the background was those motorbikes, and it was just doing my head in as I was trying to edit and cut it all. I was trying to cut the bikes out as much as I could because it drowns out. The camera picks up that sound for some reason more than anything else, drops the volume of your voice down and highlights the sound of the nitro or the petrol engine. It's a pain. I'm very good, thank you, Sergeant Jay. Brushless has taken over. I mean, yeah, I love brushless. So the other thing we've got to do here, and a bit of a pain because I wanted to take that out and put a different one in, but we didn't get the kit with the other bits in, so I've got to lightly take that because I bought Jack some lights for his as well because I'm kind like that, but he hasn't got the one with the holes in it. So I've just noticed I've brought him the lights, but he hasn't got the ones with the hair in it, so I might have to drill the holes out. Or drill the holes out. Don't you dare. Okay, I'll get this one out. I'll get the wearer. If we drill that out, stick that through. About the best way to do this. On Callum's one, that's just got a mesh there. I might just cut it out, put those two in there, like I have with Callum's, and you just see them coming through there. I think I'll do that. Addicted. Frank, how are you? And where's Marco? I'm waiting for Marco to come in. Merjam. He got upset last week because I didn't remember his name. I've deliberately been drilling it into my head this week to remember his name. So hopefully that I didn't upset him too much. YH, it's getting boring on your own. What's YH? Always wish I could find someone in Luton to play with RCs. Have you tried any Facebook groups or anything? There must be people around. I mean, sometimes, as I said, I couldn't find anyone around here, and I've been lucky enough to meet up with a great group, but it does mean I drive 200 miles every Sunday. But that's the price I'm prepared to pay to do RCing with some great people. Hopefully Jack didn't want this bit. Oh, too late if he did. RC and Beyond. We are in Harpenden Sunday, not far from you. Hi Addicted, show you're not close, we have 11 Addicted miles away. Finally found a no prep group running here on the line. How is the no prep car doing? It's going to be out again on Sunday. We haven't had it out for a couple of weeks because we did take it out with us 2 weeks ago, but the weather was horrible. It chucked it down with rain. Kev's now got the drag slash, so we are going to be giving Kev a race, and we are going to be putting in. I'm getting a lot of flack from. Because we've dropped down to 3rd on the list because we haven't been driving it. So Sunday it's coming out, hopefully, if the weather's good, and we're going back to number 1 by a long in relative terms. I want to get down to 2.4 at least. If we can get below that, I'll be happy. I think the fastest at the moment is 2.5, so in relative terms that's quite a big jump to go from 2.5 to 2.4. It'll wind the leader up like you wouldn't believe. He's been giving me a bit of trash talking going on at the moment. It's, you know, all in the best of fun though. But I want to get down to the 2.4s, maybe 2.3s. Yeah, Zoz, you have to. I mean, if you know, for the right people. Yeah, I'll see him beyond. If you can't drive, that does put a sucky thing on it. Friday streaming, Jack. Yes, I did tell you I switched to a Friday. Shows how much you listen. Ian, evening, how are you? Eric. Hi. Marco! You heard me call you. Hi, Marco. I've remembered. I've been drilling that in my head. Drilling it in my head. There's Callum as well. I switched to a Friday, Jack. You know I did. It shows how much attention you pay. Facing your phone all the time. What's my name? I'm Dave. Or David, Dave, whatever. Not really fussed, whichever way you want to call it. Trim that down a bit more there, actually. Do you recognise this car though, Jack? How's the thing that's self-healing, it says? I was wondering how it self-heals. It can't physically repair itself, can it? Or can it? Maybe it does. TFS Hardcore. Is that you, Jack? Best RC is the one that puts a smile on your face. There you go. Oh yeah, Frank, how is the hand? Got a little gift for you, Jack. Don't say I don't give you anything. Oh, that pops through there nicely. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. That is going to be epic. Oh, Nick Kev's word. Sorry. I'm trying not to use words that Kev uses because I don't want people to think we just copy him. It'll be awesome. There we go. Epic is such a good word though. Sit like that, like that. You get some of this stuff, which is not what you think it is. TFS Hardcore, hi. Yes, Jack. I think TFS Hardcore is Jack on his silly account. Plenty of speed and power. Absolutely epic. Absolutely epic! Hand is, well, let's just say I have my full finger still. It's getting better, but it's terrible being one-handed for 6 weeks. Thanks for asking me. That must suck. I had to go, I mean, Sunday I was trying to do some one-handed driving because the boys went out. It's not easy. Really not easy. So I just put a bit of that in there to keep it all mushed in there nice and tight. Not going anywhere then. Not going to fall out. Perfectly, 2 little lights in there. That is going to look... Jack, Callum's going to want this done to his. He's got the light. Callum's got the lights in his, but he hasn't got them wired up quite the same. He's got the little mesh on his, and he's probably going to sit there and go, "Oh, Jack's are brighter than mine now. Oh, I want them." Aren't you, Callum? How fast will it go now? I was looking at the side skirts. No one's really got any in stock, and I was looking at some carbon fibre to make your own, but I'm not going to be able to get it here for the weekend. Plus, we're only at the car park, and you're not going to try and run this super stupid quick at the car park. We need to get you some titanium skid plates as well. Right. Oh my God, this is heavy. Let's see what these look like. The good thing is, with the receiver plugged here, I don't have to run the wires very far. Where shall we put it into? Channel 10. That's not going anywhere. Channel 10. A couple of lipos. Couple of 4S lipos. Make sure these work. We know the 4S lipos work. Make sure these LEDs work before we then go and find out what screws I need for the front. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh. Yes. Alexa, turn off kitchen lights. Ooh, nice. Alexa, turn on kitchen lights.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I like that. What time is Harpenden on Sunday and where is it? Brake lights won't stop you getting rear-ended. No, not if Revo's around here. Oh no, Revo front ends it. I just found I can get a few small crap titanium metals from work, so I have some more spots. Nice. You've got to love titanium. In fact, I just noticed I haven't got the titanium skid plates for Jack on this. Yeah, no, you're not funny now, Jack. Alexa, turn on kitchen lights.
Okay.
I'm still torn between who is the craziest between Jack and Cam. Crazy in what way though, Alex? Yes, you still see that with the body on Jack, because the body sits above this. I've just got to do the front body mounts and then Jack, I'm serious now, it's not funny. Because I can't change that. So can you change it back, please? Unfortunately, I've got a childish 18-year-old. It's not right though, is it, Jack? Thank you. Right, hopefully that's back. Yeah, I had to reset the lights because Jack decided to be clever and stupid. Yeah, Jack's attacking my hue lights, so... Sorry. Mood lighting, yeah. Jack messing around with them remotely when he's 50 miles away is definite, puts me in a mood. He does it sometimes. I'll be sitting watching TV or something like that and the lights will suddenly go out. Or he'll suddenly turn my Sonos on and start playing music out of the Sonos. And don't even think about doing it, Jack, because you'll put a monetisation ban on this. What colour is next? No colour. It's back. I can see my stream. I think everyone else can see the stream. So if you're still buffering, it's on you. I'll come and buffer you. I look better in the dark, cheeky monkey. It should have been red, Jack. Yeah. Big House RC, how are you? Jack, you're 18, mate. You're coming on to 19. Grow up. Grow up. Now, Alex, make a decision on who's the worst. Jack or Callum? Right, so now we've just got the front to do because the back is done. I can zip tie all that up, tie all that on there, make it all nice and tidy with some zip ties. I just need to see what size screws I've got to put through here and underneath. Was the details on the back end of the body paint or the decal stickers? On what, RC Master? What have I missed? Wi-Fi can be the pain in Canada is all charging. It's all changing as now my router extender works like junk. Yeah, it's only because he's on the same account as me and therefore he gets access to everything. I mean, normally people can't have Be nice to Jack. Perfect. Careful, Claire, because you might have him coming to live with you. If my ex hears that, she'll be saying, right, Jack, you got somewhere to go and live. Marco, it's not really a change of heart. It's just I did Thursdays because it was a free day that other people I knew weren't streaming. So I'll see you next Tuesday stream on a Wednesday, so I didn't want to cut into that. At the time, Bournemouth RC was streaming occasionally on a Friday, but if he streamed, it was on a Friday. And then you had Claire's RC streaming on a Saturday. Monday and Tuesday really didn't work because if we have a breakage at the weekend, I was never going to get the time to get the stuff in. So Thursday worked quite well. Obviously, Bournemouth hasn't streamed for I don't know how long now. So, and I just noticed people were struggling later in the stream to stay on because they had to get up for work or school, etc. So I started thinking about doing it on a Friday instead of a Thursday. And I put the poll out, and 72% of people thought it would be a better idea to do it on a Friday. So it works better for me. I don't have to worry about getting up for work in the morning as well. It gives me a little bit longer to get the spares in if I need to look at the cars rather than trying to rush. Callum is the better driver. Oh, I'm not saying a word, Gary. Now Callum's saying, yes, please take him. Yes, Ian just posted where you're meeting Sunday, keeping harping and doing bashing, crawling and speed runs all in one day. Wow, that's a lot, Alistair. Because of you, I'm going to eat pizza again tonight. Oh, the single. I know. I'll probably have pizza tomorrow night as well. But it won't be that spicy one. But I probably will have pizza tomorrow night. Right. I'm going to move this. And the joys of being... Oh, look, there's plus sides and there's downsides. I do miss... Parts of me miss being in a relationship, I'll be honest. The company, people to talk to. But then I wouldn't be able to do this in the kitchen. I doubt I'll be able to do this in the kitchen in a relationship, let's put it that way. And put an RC car across a hob like that. And then bring another RC car in like that. I probably wouldn't get away with it. I might do, who knows? But the likelihood is I probably wouldn't. Downside is us men usually eat. We do. I do. That's why I put on. I mean, we're locked down, not walking to the office anymore and things like that. I put on so much weight. Oh, it's one of those. I think I've got one of those here. I've got two of those here. So that's quite good. Those two of those. I've got those here. Then it's just the ones underneath. Might have those here as well. There's these two here. Come on. Why is it not coming undone? Bum, 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 bum. Where's my wearer driver gone? I'm pretty sure that is just untightened. There we go. And I think, oh, that's hot. Put them here. Perfecto. We have those. So we now know what screws going where. To fit it all back together again. Got home from pickup. Because you downside is mainly we do. I mean, if you look at my freezer and my fridge. Which body are you, RC Master, you referring to me? What do I do for a job? Insurance. Insurance broker / underwriter for US business. So, get the toys off the countertop. Who needs that crap right now? Putting the toilet seat down. No time for that. Well, my point is, and some of you men might laugh at this, but women complain about us never putting the toilet seat down, but men never complain about women never lifting the toilet seat up after they've been. Marco, it depends. They can both be as bad as each other. I mean, breaking them, to be honest with you. They've not been too bad. I mean, we've been through the summer, so it's a lot of... things haven't been breaking as much, and I've been struggling what to fix on the live stream, to be brutally honest with you. So we've had a quiet, and when we have, it's been, motors going because we hit concrete walls or batteries and things like that. We haven't really been, although actually saying that, we haven't really been bashing recently. We've been more speed running, drag racing, drifting. But the Typhoon's getting it this weekend. The Typhoon is getting it. It is going to have the extreme test, and I think it may well be Jack that's driving it. So how long it's going to last, I don't know, but I am going to beef it up a bit. I've got some new bits to put on it. I'm going to do that for the beginning of the video. Yes, Dave, I can't see anyone else. Can people see the stream or not? No, household insurance, Mossy. Household, commercial and household. So high valued homes and commercial properties. Oh, I wish, Mast. No, I don't have any money of that. I mean, I wouldn't do pot anyway. Not into that sort of thing. I gave up smoking 18 months ago, so I wouldn't go to do anything else like that. But spend all the money on these things. All the money gets spent on RC cars. Right, what did we need to put on here? Front bumper. And we're going to put it on with these screws. There's certainly more time for RCs than pizza. I'm too old for that. All the loving and cuddling and that sort of action. Far too old for all that now. 3 mil, 3 mil. Which way around does this go? I think it goes that way around. No, 'cause it's not that one that goes on it, is it? That's a mistake I made last time. Not that one that goes on it. So, what have I done with the other bits? It's not that bit that goes on. Not that bit either. Oh no. What have I done with it? Eek! Lost it. That stuff in there. What have I done with it? Has to be around here somewhere. It's not those two bits. It's the other bit. The bigger bit that sits on there. So it has to be around here somewhere. can't. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. I always used to tell my woman to put the seat down. Just now I'm single. Yeah, there's lots of things I used to do and not do, and now I'm single twice. I remember the old pound coin in the pint pot. I'm good, Josh. How are you? I want a big street basher. I have a Castleman 6S 221 kV motor laying around. Put this in a ZD, sort of sell it and save up for an RTR infraction. Good questions, Oz. I can't really answer that. I mean, I love the infraction. How you doing? Food. What are you going for, Mars? Pizza? I know what you're going for. You're going for pineapple pizza, aren't you? I know you are. You won't be able to help yourself. You have to go for pineapple pizza. Oh, split that bag. Didn't want to do that. Didn't get those out. I did get that out. I'll get two of them out though. One. Get the second one out. What was I going to say? I did get it's on there. Idiot. One thing I did learn when doing this, because it's quite tight, is you put this one in first, screw that into there, just to line it all up. Screw this one into here, just to line it all up. Then we pop them off, pop that back on, and then we've got to come in underneath, try and line these up. Yeah, I saw that, Josh. How you feeling, mate? You're locked in your room, no doubt. That man for Hooters restaurant, but their pizza. You remind me of when we went skiing in California, up at Mammoth, with my brother and my younger sister. And we were coming back, and we drove, and we were meeting up at the airport. And we said, we all had to do some shopping, I think. So we said, what we'll do is we'll meet at Hooters for lunch. So we all met at Hooters. We were in there, sitting down. My sister came in. Sat down. Waitress comes up, turns around and says, well, what did you want? My sister just ordered what she wanted, then looked up, and then her face hit the floor when she saw what the waitress was wearing. She was just like, couldn't believe where she was. It was so funny. But what's the other one? Twin Peaks. I think the food's better at Twin Peaks, isn't it? Just something simple, corned beef and mash. I love corned beef. Absolutely. Corned beef sandwiches and Branston pickle, one of my favourites. Hi, the Tank RC, how are you? Food coma, yeah. Yeah, DBRC. Oh, what have I missed? Chat's starting to pick up a bit. It's good. It's only the body. Evening day, how's the drag racing going? Waterside Bashers, drag racing's going good. I haven't been out with it for a couple of weeks because last time we were due to go out, it chucked it down with rain just literally as we got to the car park. And And that was when we ran the Typhoon 6S on the speed run there. You saw the water chucking up, so it's no good for drag racing. But hopefully going to be out Sunday drag racing, taking ours up against Kevin, who's drag slash. Not being able to smell, that sucks. Although, sometimes that would be a good thing, especially after I've had beans the night before. God bless America. Hey, they know what the people want. Yum yums. Fast food in America is. I love going to America because I'm a simple man with simple food. I don't like all my food messed around with. I'm quite happy to do fast food all day, every day, which is probably why I'm the size I am. But you know, it's and you have plenty of choice, plenty of choice, and sports bars. I love a sports bar. Absolutely love a sports bar. Sit down, having a cold Coke. Or actually, I do confess, when I'm in America, I do drink. So I might have a Corona, some hot wings. Oh, I haven't been there. I need to get back. Hopefully next year. Budgeted for 2 to 3 trips for next year, so hopefully everything opens up. I'll see that they've opened up again from the 8th of November. And it does go on inner ones, doesn't it? Inner one. Inner one. Corned beef and Branston pickle is the food of gods, Alex. I absolutely love corned beef and Branston pickle sandwich. I would, yeah, be a happy man. I used to have that for lunch, and the youngsters would look at me, and I actually got them one to try once, and they were absolutely disgusted at what it was. Now I've lost that. Oh my God. Oh no, there it is. Already in there. Joey. Now I've lost the screws. Oh, there they are. My eyesight's going. Corned beef hash. See, we're all showing it. I mean, I'm guessing the people with live stream drag racing between me and Kev might be able to get a live stream going on it. I always forget when I'm out to do a live stream. And then I come home and go, oh, I could have done a live stream. I always forget. Right. I'm thinking that is everything on there that needs to be on there. I'll bring that up and over, bring it in between, so I'm not covering the aerials. Let's see if that body fits now. That fits perfect. I've got to go up to TJD tomorrow and get some nice body clips for it. Some plastic or vinyl coated ones so it doesn't rub away the body too much. I don't want to give too much away. I want, you know, because there we go. There we go, guys. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely awesome? The detail, these are, I'll be honest and say these are decals. So these here are the decals. But the rest of it is all spray painted. So all around here, the headlights are spray painted. That honeycombing, the mesh under there is spray painted. I was debating whether to put the decals on there or just leave them as it is, but that is pretty awesome. He has done a fantastic job. So that's Jack's one done. Callum's is already done. Kev, no doubt, no question about it, Kev would beat me. If you want to see Callum's one, I'll go and get Callum's body, because it fits on here as well. There you go. Because I'm not sure the photos that I put on the community post actually did them justice. And again, this is all painted on the side. Those headlights are painted as spray painted. Again, the mesh underneath spray painted. Spray painted in there. All the window sills all spray painted. All around there. Again, these are the decals on the back though. In fact, I've missed one. No, I haven't. Right, let's try and get this back in without dropping it. Oh. Come on, bendy tripod. There. So that's those two, that's that fixed. I'll put it down there, I'll strap that up later. I've got to go and get the EXB. Maybe I've got to leave Canada, the weather here sucks all the time. What part of Canada are you, Bubbles? It's hardcore time, how's it been going? Good, thank you RC Time, how are you? I'm hoping the boys don't crash them. Have you reinforced the body post areas? I haven't done, no. I'm going to put some tape around the insides and on the wheel arches as well. Now, as RC, welcome back. I might do some glue or some mesh on the inside. I'll probably just put some Gorilla Tape around it, to be honest with you, Gary, so it doesn't wear. The pizza was lush, absolutely lush. I suggest declare that you and Kev make a live stream. Claire screws, Kev comments, and you paint the body. Yeah, but I'm not sure Claire screwed. I shouldn't laugh about that. Brady Cook, hi. What do you run gear on the XB with the Mac? Was running 19 tooth with 50 spur. I've upped it to, I think I'm on 2150 at the moment. But anything between 19 and 20, I upped it to 21 to try and get a bit more speed to hit that ramp with it. But in reality, once you hit 58 mile an hour on grass, the EXB front lifts up anyway. So it's more for, so 19 to 21. My recommendation would be a 19 or a 20. So Dave paints Claire's body and Kev commentates. Who does the screwing though? Good, been flying my DJ. I haven't been. I know I haven't had that out in a while. It's like all these things. Again, it depends where we go onto whether we can fly it. There's so many rules and regulations on what you can and can't do now. It kind of sucks. And you know, Paddlesworth was a great place to fly it because you could get up over the track, fly it over the track, and it was great, and no one really complained about it. But going to a park and flying it, people can complain and you can get into trouble. So I need to get out with it a bit more, but again, it's one of those things where I probably won't video with it that much because it's just, I want to, but it's where we do it. And, you know, if you're in the woods, you can't really do it. And if you're at the park, it's a bit difficult, depending on who's around and who can fly it, you know, whilst who's driving it and who's filming the other bits. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to get on with and film with at the same time, but I do want to get some more footage done with the drone. No, paint a car body. All right. I thought you meant paint my body. Down cold every winter and not enough snow where I live to have. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Sometimes it's the same as here. It's cold, wet and miserable and you don't have enough snow. And then when the snow does come, it's good for a couple of days and then everyone gets wound up because you can't get out and do anything. I love snow. I love the smell of snow as well. But it winds me up when it's here because people just can't get anywhere. But I do love snow. I'm a Typhoon 3F or 6S. Just want to send it and 3S seems tougher out the box. I would say 3S is tougher out the box. We got 3S1. I was happy with it. Don't really use it that much. You need to change the tyres to get any decent air control. Get some Badland MX-28s. Went for the old school GT Ford look, yes. Where's the Golf colours? Further that, I just put mine in today and I'm currently running an 18 tooth. Yeah, get it up to a 19 or 20 tooth. You should be fine heat-wise. Some people say it gets hot. I've never had a problem. I've got the heat sink on mine. In fact, the EXB is about to come out, so you're about to see it. Because I've got to fix that. I've got a broken bit on it. Be right back. So, recommendation for crate and body zone, as Gary will test too. Reinforce this bit here, get some 1mm Kydex, glue it in, strap it over. Highly recommend doing that. And the bit we've broken, it's this little bit up here. We can't see it, can you? It's that bit. Now it may well be because we've got this brace with the carbon on it, so there's no flex in there. That might be why it's gone. But don't know, we were bending it, so I thought, why not put some carbon around it? But the other option, Alex, is the Typhoon TLR. Get that little bad boy. Love it. I've got to learn to fly, Gary. That's my biggest problem. I do smell snow, yes, Callum. I can smell when it's going to snow. If I'm out the night before, I go, it's going to snow. Oh, And by the way, guys, these things here, if you want to fit bodies nice and easy, these, thanks to Addicted for mentioning these things, here, make attaching bodies and finding the holes an absolute, even when they're painted. My only bugbear is they didn't come with a pen, so I did have to buy a pen separately, but the price you pay, they should really come with a marker pen, but they didn't. But these things are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'd love to get into normal FPV. I've got to find the time to learn to fly it though, Gary. If it's mustard, and if it's yellow, don't eat it. All the other snow melts, I'm still sending it off the snow ramp 1 week later. Yeah. I fly FPV, just my first one was a DJI FPV. It's still fun in full manual mode. Yeah, I bought it to try and learn to fly a bit better and get used to FPV flying. Just not got out with it. You know, UK, you're supposed to have a spotter, so I live on my own, so it's not like I can just go, right, Saturday, got nothing to do, I'm going to go and fly the drone. Pens not included, no. So, I mean, it's not that much of a big deal. You need to get the right type of pen to go through the holes to mark it. So I got an Edding 400 marker pen with a 1mm tip, so that, because the way it works, you know, I've not seen how these work. So effectively that sits on there. You put the body on, and I will do it with, what do I do with it? Do this little bit of Kydex, so that's your body, that goes on like that. The magnet sits on the top, and then you put your pen through there, mark it. You probably can't see it because it's black on black, but that then marks where the hole is. But because that's quite a small hole, and obviously it's got to go through that thickness, you need to get the right type of marker. So I've got a 1mm tip, which just goes through. It's just a little bit annoying that for the price you pay, they don't include a pen. I thought it would come with a pen, but it didn't. So a couple more days to wait before I found this on Amazon. If it's yellow, I wouldn't even smell it. What if it's brown, Gary? EC8 adapters coming in. If I can solder, I'm ripping this boat this weekend. Nice. Yeah, definitely get the EC8s on it. I'm thinking about putting EC8s on the Sonic Weight. I need to get out of the Sonic Weight again. There's a place over Tunbridge, Revo, if you're still around. I'm just wondering, right by the train tracks. Wonder if we can go there. You're sort of in the stream. What are you making here? Pizza? Yes, we do, Alex. We need to get the boats out. Dave, get the M2C part for that. M2C part for what? Oh, it came with it. Well, I don't blame it. It probably needs an EC8 because they do. I mean, they suck the life out of batteries. I couldn't believe. I mean, I charged a few up, and I thought that, you know, and done. He's making a mess with the hot glue. Sounds interesting. What is he making? Oh, it's just ridiculous how quick they died. Not only that, but the melt, you know, I put an adapter on it. I think I've got it here. What with it? Oh no, I've put it away. I know you shouldn't use these things in an ideal world, but when you've got different back, I don't like taking connectors off and then voiding and validating the warranty on ESCs. From my experience, the ESCs don't, you know, I've gone through a few, so you know, the Armour ones I like to leave with EC5s, but the others have got XT90s on. Maybe we should have just gone EC5s all over, but we didn't. And obviously the Sonic weight comes with EC5s, or IC5s, EC5s, whatever you want to call it, which was fine for the Gens Ace lipos we had, but then I didn't have any other 3Ss on EC5s. So I used an adapter and it melted them. So I've got some more lipos coming in. It's just, again, what do I do? I probably will end up changing the adapters on the boat to XT90s. Or maybe I'll put IC8s on it, or EC8s. He's making a plane out of a pineapple pizza box with hot glue. Halloween special video, nice. Keep thinking about whether to get any fireworks and blow them up off the cars or something, but then again, it's like, again, where'd you do that? I love fireworks. I used to have fireworks all the time. But again, you can't do it in a public place anymore because people get upset and moan. So they're all killjoys. So yeah, don't know. I'm not going to be able to get to this. No, I can't. I've got to take that off. I don't want to take that off. I've got to take it off to get to that. That sucks. It really sucks. Hate taking this bit off. So yeah, sorry, I was saying about the not getting hot. So I just run it with this heatsink on it. No fans on it, just that Hobby heatsink. Stretch it out and it fits over. That's like £5 or $5, whatever it is. And it keeps it nice and cool. That reminds me, I need to tape up. I need to tape this up as well because where we were at last, we shredded the wire. What did I do with my... electrical tape, which is all sticky all over? Yeah. No, I don't like that's all sticky all over. Yuck. I'm going to tape will do. Fire is involved, it will be in a public place so they can moan all they like. Why you don't get arrested? Them shocks are proper preloaded. I think they're a bit bent at the back. It's been sent a few times. I think I need to look at the shocks because I think I need to take them apart really because I think they're a bit bent, to be honest with you. I have bought some shock oil to... The fronts are new, but the backs, this one here, it looks bent. And I think it's rebounding wrong, so I need to get that. That's another job I need to do. What time we got? Oh, it's only 10 o'clock, I might do the shocks next then. As it's only 10 o'clock, or 9:45, might get the rear shocks off. No sleep till bedtime. What time is bedtime though? Mine's okay and you XC90 and EC5s. Yours has been alright using XC90 to EC5? I mean, it might have just been that I wasn't opening it up, and because I wasn't getting up, that's what was causing them to get hot, Revo. I don't know. What I do know is it got stupid hot and melted. Right, which bit do I need? The short bit. Feels very brittle, that as well, actually. Very brittle. And we need the ball. See you later, Bubbles. Got to fly to the mouth for glasses, screw fell out, and tried to pop back, but if I'm moving up. Pizza influencer. I hope you get your glasses sorted. It's Friday, so you can stay up all night with me or until you fall asleep. Now, that was in the garage. Reading text and trying to put that through at the same time was not a good idea. That'd have been lost. That's been a long one at that end then. Yeah. Hi Toby G, how are you? They do get warm if you're on the power all the time. I was on the power all the time, pretty much. Oh. I mean, when I pulled it in, the connectors were hot. Oh, by the way, I got a message from the Offshore Electrics. They forgot to put the grub screws in with that dual pickup we got. So they've just shipped the grub screws now. They're 3mm grub screws that they noticed they hadn't put in the packet. So I'm not sure if I've got any 3mm ones. I think I've got 4mm ones. But if not, they're on their way. Haven't been out with the Bronco. No, it's another car we need to get out with. I took it out to XT90 will be the bottleneck. Possibly, yeah, because they don't take as much current as an EC5, do they? I did take it when we went out a couple of weeks ago, but didn't actually go out, didn't take it out of the car. It stayed in the car. So I have taken it out, but not actually driven. We haven't driven it since we since we're at art. Believe it or not. It's just another car we need to get out with. It's just so many cars and what we do with them all. And what we're doing, where we're going. It depends on the weather as well, what other people are doing. Don't you dare fall down there. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, it's the other side anyway. One. Fun one. Come on. I can't see it because it's not all the way we go. There we go. I see you now. Come on. Ugh. No room. Gotcha. Right. Let's get the shocks off. Rear shocks. Front should be okay. Rear ones haven't been serviced for a while. Evening Gaines, how are you? Saying hi, 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 hi. How many thumbs up you got? I didn't thumbs up myself. It says 2 on my side. Right, let's try and see what these rear shots look like. Probably, they probably are bent, and I'll probably order. I just find it cheaper to buy whole new shots for 30 quid. Than the shafts and mess around with them, but only 22 thumbs up? That sucks. I'd like getting close to 70 last week. Where's everyone? What's that from? Must be from that. Has to be from that. Oh no, it's not, it's from that. I like working there better because there's much more light. Less likely to lose bits when they... Ooh, that's not good. That's bent. I should get the titanium ones. Shows when I last took these off. Come on. Why is that stuck? Gotcha. Right. Let's see what's going on in there. $43, that's not too bad. Not as good as last week, but never mind. I'm already bored of seeing the axial. I haven't even seen it, RC. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but I haven't seen it. I'm thinking we might be... There's obviously something in there, but you can see the shock oil all around there. Oh, looking for the kitchen roll, and it's already on the kitchen roll. doing, can you? No, there is shock oil in there. A little bit low. We'll give it a top up. We'll put some fresh oil in there. Take that end off. We give it a proper clean up. I'm already bored. Stop looking at it then. I haven't seen one of my subscriptions, but then again, I haven't been on YouTube much today. A little bit bent, not too bad. Bit of a bend in it, but I think we can live with that. That sounded, oh what, the the shock coming out. RC Driver Online drove the XL6 scale but only on the flat ground. I imagine RC Driver Online got given it for free and probably didn't disclose it either. I watched the calls and it appears to I watched a couple and it appears to be poop, yes. I imagine RC Driver said it was fantastic. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Frosty Mug, how are you? Everyone's asking how the drag racing is going. So, you guys obviously, I mean, do you guys like the drag racing? I hope to be out with it again. I haven't been able to get out with it, to be brutally honest. We've been doing a couple of different things. But if the weather's good, we should be out with it again this weekend, Frosty. I'm hoping to take the #1 position on the list, and I think Kev's supposed to be out with his drag slash, so we're going to give him some races so he can go 3S as well. So yeah, we should be out with it on Sunday. We'll try and get some tuning done. I'm still waiting for some new batteries to turn up, so problem is we only get a few runs before the battery's down and not at peak power, which is a bit of a pain. I was hoping my other lipos would turn up. But they haven't arrived yet, Gary. I think they're with Hermes. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, they haven't turned up yet. They might turn up tomorrow, but I doubt it. They'll probably turn up Monday, knowing my luck. But we've got one lipo to run. I'll try and take the charger and some other batteries to charge it off of. I just noticed I haven't got anywhere to rest this. Right, 1 second. Right, we'll rest that in there. Whilst we take the other one off, I think the other one looks a bit more bent, to be honest with you. At the moment, the only ones we've got, I mean, I've got two that we have. That's the main one I'm using at the moment. We also have that one, which is an LIHV, but it's a bit small, and that's for Callum's drift car. I don't want to puff it with the power we're going to be pulling through, so I won't be using that. So that's what I've got at the moment. That's our main pack at the moment, and I've got two China Hobby Line 8000s coming through, 8002 S2Ps, which I'm waiting to arrive. Steam Train Tony, how are you? Oh, no either, Alex. My second order isn't with Hermes yet, so getting here faster than mine. I think it shows Hermes up on the tracking. That's all I'm saying. I don't know whether they've got it or not. It just shows Hermes. So whether that means they've got it or not got it, I don't know. I know I ain't getting one. If it was that, maybe I would have thought about it, getting one, but it's just freaking big. Just take it out in your back garden. What are you buzzing on, Tony? Right, let's get this other shock off. See if this pin's bent as well. Well, it doesn't surprise me it's bent because we do abuse this car just a little bit. No, that pin's straight. I think this shock shaft's bent though. Come on, in you go. My garden will look tiny with so would mine. After this extension, there's not a lot left in my garden, and then when I'm going to put my, if I put my studio out there as well, or my workshop, whatever you want to call it, there'd be even less. I think the neighbours might get upset when I put a big old workshop out there, but oh well, it's my garden, I can do with it as I wish. Those socks are seem, that one's not too bad. Got some new ones somewhere. Or balloons, don't they work? See how much oil we have in this. Does the shock oil degrade over time or not? Again, not too bad. Bit dirty. Yeah, I think this shaft's definitely bent. Still slides in and out okay, but I think it's definitely a bit on the bent side. Yeah. Yes. Might have to straighten that before I put it all back together. Cleaning my car was no fun today. Oh, what car have you got, Toby? Is it a big one to have to clean or not? I always used to take it down to the car wash to do it. I used to spend a weekend when I had my one of my cars detailed. I used to spend a whole weekend cleaning it, Saturday and Sunday, and then it used to sit on the drive all week and it'd be dirty by the next weekend for me to try and clean it again. Do you also have this dog poop problem on the meadows in England? Yes, we do. Oh, you mean clean it because somebody... Yeah, I call them landmines. Yes, we do, and it's disgusting. Silicone is very stable. Okay. Yeah, that one is definitely bent. I suppose I should get some spares. One thing I've got spares for the front. I'm going to go and see if I can't straighten that a little bit. So you might have to talk amongst yourself for a bit. Sorry, guys. Just want to straighten it a little bit because it was a bit stiff going through. It's cardboard now. Yeah, healthy eating. Not healthy eating. Right, talk about yourselves. I'll be back in a sec. No, I don't think that's really working. Because how much is it affecting it? Probably quite a bit. Callum, I wouldn't say I spent more time in the car than you, but at least I'm being honest. Quick, everybody hide. Where you all gone? Where you all gone? I was a Prestige car dealer for 10 years, and when I finished the car, I didn't want people to drive it. Yeah, I mean, I had it. It was, yeah. Machine polished, buffed, waxed, sealed. Carnauba waxed. Oh, mate. That's, yeah, that's not good. That's sticking like you wouldn't believe. No, that's not good. Not good. I'll put that back together, and obviously something I need to order is new shafts. I'll put it all in a bag, and I'm going to whip one off the V4 Creighton. They're the same, aren't they? I think for the rear. Get the other one in. Matthew, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is your side. What is it your side? Must be morning. You're up early. I met my RC car team associated progress and it smelled. Oh, yeah, yeah. You don't want to hit landmines. The last thing you want to be doing is hitting the landmines. Have you ever thought of making your damper rods yourself with the amount you use? It would be worth it. Damper rods, as in the rods in here? I haven't actually, no. I do. I'm going to make my own hinge pins if we ever bend any, break any again. I've got the M2C ones at the moment, but if we ever break any hinge pins, I'll make my own of those. In theory, I suppose, yeah, you could do, because you probably just need the 4mm shafts and tapping head, wouldn't you? I guess. Yeah, I might just buy the whole set from Tony as well. I'm going to have a look, see how much they are. I've bought some shafts. I like to have a spare set, so I might get a whole set of spares if he's got the rears. I've got a spare set of fronts. But it's also nice to have the shafts as well, because then you can just rotate them and have them ready to go, swap them out. $8 AM. Okay, not too bad. And you're coming into your summertime, aren't you? Lucky boy. I mean, 2 miles as to... No, this one was okay, actually. It was a little bit bent, but nothing too bad. I don't know how everyone else does their shocks, but this is how I do mine. Everyone, people do them differently. Because I'll be honest and say I don't understand rebound and all that malarkey. Seems to be okay from what I'm used to. You did spend more time with your car. Yeah, but then I changed, Callum, didn't I? And I was spending less time with the car. When I got the new car and it wasn't detailed, I didn't bother doing anything to it. In fact, I might. Dad's RC Hanger, evening, how are you? It's like we're playing around with shocks. We are now, only because this car hasn't had its shock serviced. Oh, I forgot to put the boot on. Hasn't had its shock service for I don't know how long, and the rears were looking a little bit bent. As it turns out, they are. One's worse than the other, so it'll still run. I'll put a spare V4 shock on it. And I'll get some either some new shocks or new shafts ordered up. We'll see how much the shafts are. And I know the shocks themselves are 30 quid if I buy them from a good breaker. No, the seals look okay. It's just mainly the they hadn't leaked. So it's more a case of just, I wasn't happy with the way it was landing last time we were out. It was bouncing a lot more than normal. So I think that was mainly down to the fact that probably that shock was not compressing all the way and getting stuck. And once you've got a bent shaft, this shaft's a bit bent as well, but it'll do for now. I probably should put the other ones. Oh, didn't do that, did I? And I took those screws all the way out, didn't I? Goes on the inner. I know it goes on the inner because otherwise they're splayed out too far. Heavy landings will do it every single time, and the boys like to land this one heavy. Don't you, Callum? I think this is Callum's favourite car to jump. Is this your favourite car to jump, Callum? Yeah, I took the locking screw out there, Gary. I took it all the way out. But I know it goes on the inner one, because the outer one is for the old V4s and, beyond, and earlier. And if you're on that one, it's just spreads them out, because that's where the old bits will be. And that's why you can't really use the old V4 or the RPM arms, because you then come all the way out here. That's that. So I need to go and get, not on charge, but I'll take you with me. We need that, we need that, we need that. Let's go and get the other shock. I know it does, but I'm just took it all the way out because I didn't think about that. Because I'm stupid. I'll put you there. Really hasn't seen the light of day in ages. Not even got an ESC in there. Oh, I should take that off of that really. The FGR4P, the receiver there that I can use. Hasn't seen the light of day in absolutely ages. No ESC, no battery tray either. Oh, I can't think why that was. Oh, because I took it out there because probably someone broke one. That's why I think I had an extra spare one then, because there's no battery tray in this one. Much better condition, these ones. They look nice and shiny and new still. Right, that's that, that's that, that's that. Take you back now. Get this fitted up. Come on, Mr. Windy Pod Head. I'll get you straightened out, don't worry guys. There. Alfie, hi. Oh, I didn't get a notification, Mega. Fix it. That's okay, Alfie, don't worry about that. Growing Webs, it was Growing Webs, yes. It just doesn't get used. I just got fed up with the rear diff getting blown all the time. I might put the old Creighton body on here because it's in better condition than the EXB one, and people will think we're running the non-EXB one. Oh, the rod ends are different, aren't they? Look at that. Good shout, Garrett. I wouldn't have done that. Good shout. Because I definitely wouldn't have done that. I hate Armour for their little plastic things that come out. Will the cake be eaten today that you usually eat on a Thursday? Marco, it won't because I ate it last night. However, and see, I remembered your name. I do have another cake to eat. And I bought it because I had a live stream today. And I shouldn't really bought it, but I did. Is the perch different as well? which case I was just looking to see if the perch was different. I'm not sure it is. Yeah, it's a little bit longer, isn't it? Tiny bit longer. Oh, it's longer there as well. Presumably the springs, I'm going to swap the spring as well, just in case the springs are different. Don't think they are, but you never know with armour. They like to change things and not tell you about it. Cherry bake. It was not a cherry bakewell today though. Cinnamon bun. Right. Right, Ski. Put that in there. Done. 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 Now I can't find the now I can't find the nut. There it is. Ah. Adrian sent me 2 sets of ties for my infraction, set of 705 braces and some hexes for it for free. Alex, Seb, Adrian is an absolute legend. He is a legend. There's no question about it. The guy is an absolute, he's so good to people. Email my local MP to get some BMX jumps or a mountain bike trail built near us. I know it won't happen. Still haven't heard back. Emailed a week ago. That's accounts for, yeah. They suck. Off to bed now. See you later, Alex. Take care, buddy. Let me know how you're going with that pizza. Slowly nearing 7k subs. Would be nice for you to hit that before it. Would be nice. I don't think it will happen before Christmas, though, Alfie. Not unless some miracle happens. But yeah, we just hit 7,000. I don't see it happening before Christmas, though. Not unless suddenly the YouTube gods shine on us and send one of our videos viral, which does happen sometimes. But no, early part, I'll be, if we hit 10k, we hit 10k. It'd be nice. I'm surprised we've hit 7, but do wonder where it is, because you just get a steady flow, and it's like 10 or 20 subs a day. And who they are, I don't know. It's the same, normally the same people, most of the same people on live streams. So, and when you look at analyse other people, like, once you get above a certain amount, it's almost like people get a steady stream of subs. And I don't know whether it's real people or whether YouTube are just adding people to it. I don't know. It's weird because, used to watch Kev's, and Kev was 1,000 subs a day, every single day. It was always 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. We get, you know, when we look at our record, it's, you know, sometimes it drops right down, but normally it's 10, 10, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 20, 30, 30, 30, 20, 10. But when you get above 10,000, it seems to go up then. All of a sudden, instead of 20 a day, 10 to 20 a day, you suddenly start getting 40 to 50 a day, which is weird. You get one a day. Yeah, but once you get above it's almost like YouTube then starts, they say subs count doesn't matter. I'm mixed on whether it does or doesn't, because you don't get paid based on subs, but I'm sure the way they share your videos is based on subs. Because if, say, I don't know, say I was to drop a video identical to Mr. Beast's ones that get 1 million views in a minute, how many views would that get in total? And it's like in a month. How many views would that get in a month? Probably not that many. If I just dropped it onto a brand new channel. Okay, instead of subs the last week must have been what a car in the face does. Yeah, that will do it. No, well, I'll get it in the leg. My toenail's just grown back from getting one in the toe. So one in the head, definitely wouldn't recommend that. Do you guys all send your RC cars to the moon in the skate parks like the hardcore RC family is doing? Well, it's different, Toby, to be honest with you. You know, we just like to have fun, and you know, it's whatever. If people want to send them high, send them high. If you don't, you don't. You know, it's everything is relative. You know, I was having not a debate, but it was on one of the Facebook groups where someone's, you know, they were talking about the Max, and they were coming on saying, "Oh, I beat the absolute snot out of my car, and I've never broken it." And I said, "Well, your beating the snot out of a car is different to somebody else's beating the snot out of a car. I send it. I send it 15 feet high." And I went, "Yeah, but I know we do double that." "Oh, I don't, you know, oh, that's almost going over a house." Yes, it is. So everything is relative to, you know, when we first started bashing, we were going to the skate park and we were sending the cars. We thought we were sending them high. We really did. Callum, Jack and I were going, "Oh, look at us, we're kings." Then we met up with some others who you know who they are. And when we saw what they were doing and how high they were going, it was like, okay, we were just playing. We weren't even, you know, we were miles behind that. So it's until you see what other people are doing, you can see what the cars can do, that you start understanding things. Seeing them on a video isn't the same as seeing them in real life. When you see it in real life, you sit there and go, "Oh, that's high." And you've seen some of the expressions, so, you know, even when Kev goes, "Oh my God," because when this thing hit 59 feet, I don't think you can comprehend how high that is when you're actually there. And even people that have seen the videos that have turned up at the skate park when we're there, and then see Callum or Jack send this thing, they're just sitting there going, their mouths, their jaws drop, because you just don't comprehend in a video how high this thing goes. That's my waffle off for the day anyway. But at the same time, we have fun not sending them high. You know, we have fun with the drag cars, we have fun with the speed cars, we have fun with the drift cars. Don't do much video on the drift because it's indoors and it's in fluorescent lighting, so we get a lot of flicker, which really sucks. We have been drifting a few times. I'd like to do more drifting videos, but it's really difficult to film it. And some people don't want to send their cars. Some people are just happy doing little jumps and just having fun with it. And it's whatever makes you happy, you do with the cars what you will. You know, if people are happy sending it 2 foot in the air and they're happy with that and they're driving it around, that's fine. If people don't want to jump it at all, that's fine. It's each to their own. If it's not out flat out, you can go harder. True. Dave, check the pivot balls. The wheels are struggling if you lay down on the wheels. On here, I think pivot balls are okay. Nice at the back again. Flux, I use flux all the time. Oh damn, what's the problem with the little, who's having... Solder flux core should be all you need. Buy good quality solder though. Some cheap ones don't have enough flux in it. Who was talking about soldering? Soldering I use, I was using some stuff, I don't get it. Where did I bin it? I might have binned it because it was so trash. And that, here it is. Here it is, I don't get my stuff I use now. I like to think of myself a bit of a soldering god now. I'm not, but... So, that's the stuff that we were using. Use 6337, the finest quality solder. That's what we were using, and I hated soldering with this stuff. Even with some flux, hated soldering that. Then I got some of this. If you want to solder, if you can get hold of some of this, get that stuff. Get it off eBay, 0.7mm, Loctite, 60/40. And if you're doing, add a bit of flux if you want to. You shouldn't need to. It just aids it, but yeah. I've never jumped an RC, but need to learn to clear jumps at my local track. If you never do, I mean, I would suggest. I'm not very good at jumping them. I overcorrect, so I'm okay if it's staying level. But if I'm coming down nose first and I'll try and get the back up, I know how to do it. I just overcorrect and then I panic and go the other way. And yeah, if it jumps level, I'm happy. Phase LC. David, thought about doing 1/10 scale off-road BRC racing. The lads would do amazing. I thought about it. It's finding the time fatal, to be brutally honest with you. I thought about trying to do some racing with the Techno and everything else like that. It's literally finding the time because they don't live here. They live 50 miles away. Callum's playing football again now. I have seen the M2X Max kit come in. I don't know how much weight it'll add. I like the X Max the way it is because it's not too heavy, but it depends what it gets. Oh, I'm a god with that Loctite solder, Seb. Norbert, I got that. Well, if you want, I can let you know where you can get that solder a lot cheaper, Kev. A lot cheaper. I bought that was about 30 quid for 250 grams, but I know someone that sells it a lot cheaper now. A lot cheaper. So if you want any of it, I'm going to get some more of it myself before it can't get it anymore. You're good, Seb. I think you are good at jumping, Seb. You just have a bit. I think a lot of what you have, Seb, is unlucky. I got a roll off Facebook from Neil for 20 quid bargain. Yes, that's it. Neil, 20 quid for 500 grams. I paid £35 for 250 grams. Neil sells it bargain. Let me style you. Hi, how are you? I think it is just a kit for the bigger motor. But then it's very, I went stock. Noel. Hi again from UK to Belgium. Looking forward to the drag slash video. Looks stunning in green. Kev's going to get his butt dragged down the strip by our car. A brand for flux core. This is flux core. This is multi-core. I think it's 7 flux or 5 core flux. So I don't know whether that's coming out, Alfie. But try and find that on eBay. So it's Loctite 309 60EN 5C 0.7mm. If that's coming out, I don't know whether it does or not, but that's the stuff you want. That's 5 core. Abel, how are you? The GRPs proper had me at my tipping point the other day. Yeah, I just don't understand why you've had such bad luck with the GRPs. I've used so many GRPs, never had a problem with them. Got GRPs on most cars, and the only time I've ever had a problem with a GRP was this one here that came with no foam in it. I've got one here, they're not out of shape or anything. And I've got the guy's name now at Trackside Spares. He just sent me a new one. But apart from that, never had a problem with GRPs whatsoever. So whoever you got them from, I think they'd left them either in a hot place where they deformed. Something was wrong with those for all 4 of them to be like that. Monster engines ready to ship. Hope they hurry up. Yeah. Well, I hope they do as well, because you've got all the port problems at the moment, haven't you, Kev? Stop looking at the car. You can look at me now. Look. The car's all fixed. Well, then you get the light up there. I'll put it away from that light a bit. Is that better? Look at my hair though. Gee, I need to get it cut again. Might try and get that cut tomorrow. Oh, you found it, Seb? Yeah, that's not the same guy. That's not too bad. 250 grams for 25. I paid that 30 something for my 250 grams. Okay, Rich Robinson, that should be fine then. Never had a problem with them, really haven't. That's the problem though, is when you buy them, when you get them from somebody else, you can't send them back to the shop. So do I need special solder for those high current in RC cars? That solder will be fine, to be brutally honest with you. Not a lot else you can do. As long as the connectors are big enough for the high current, they won't get hot. If you use small connectors, they get hot, and that's when the solder melts. So if you're using EC5s, or go up to the IC8s or the 8mm bullets, depending on how much current you're looking to pull. UPS. UPS took 4 months to send my GoPro back. Yeah, fair play to Kevin Limited. It's good to see people realise it is indeed. And hard work, perseverance. Although, there's me all sitting talking to you, and I could have won the Euro Millions tonight. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? If I suddenly had a look and saw that I'd won 184 million on the Euro Millions. What would I do with that? So if you guys won 184 million on Euro Millions, what would you do with it? How'd your ears load? You look like Shrek now. Kev doing a very honest review of the SX6. Yeah. I would do anything for your dream. What is your dream? I know what your dream, Callum, is, to own your own drift track and a full-size drift car. Yep, you spot on there, Alfie. And it's probably the same people. CCRX, RC Sailors, RC Driver. I wonder if JTRC's got his yet. But they're the normal ones that get them. Stop working. I probably would stop doing my day-to-day job, but I wouldn't stop working. I'd probably put more time, spend more time doing YouTube. I enjoy doing YouTube. I'd definitely hire an editor. I love doing everything about YouTube, but my creative brain, I don't have a creative brain, so I do struggle with not the technical side of the editing. I'm okay with the technical side of the editing. It's the creative side, if that makes sense. My brain doesn't work in a creative way like that. Jack's does. And I think Jack does brilliant edits, so you just can't be bothered. So I spend hours and hours and hours, and then I watch it and I think it's really good. Then I watch it later. I'll watch it so many times. And even I export it and then watch it and go, I'm not happy with that, so I go back in and edit it. So, but my creative brain just isn't where it needs to be. It's getting better, but I'm an old person now, so creativity never been strong in my head. So I would hire an editor, probably. Shrek indeed. If I won, I would buy everyone a set of cars and trucks. Everyone in the world, or everyone you know. You can't stand the RC Sailors. They do get a little bit annoying. Yeah, it's more YouTube that stopped working on. Yeah, I wouldn't do my day job. I would quit that. I enjoy the people I work with, but to do what I want to do when I want to do it would be fantastic. I only watch RC Sailors because I know 100% they won't swear if I have my younger brother around. True, but I know one thing, Alfie. There's certain other channels that won't swear. We won't swear. If there is any swearing, I will bleep it out. I don't think I've ever heard a swear word on Kev's videos either. So thumbs up to Kev for that. Or Claire's. Live stream for Claire, yes, but that's not. They don't really. It's more in the chat. Them swearing. So there are other channels that don't swear. There are a lot of channels that I don't get it and I don't agree with it, because kids watch these, you know, I mean, not of our makeup isn't from children, but I know the adults could be watching it with the children watching it. So, in fact, I know that's the case with our channel. So there was one scenario where we did have some swearing. I think it was when Martin crashed his car and I bleeped it out. And the number of comments in there were saying, thank you for bleeping that out, because our 7-year-old was watching, etc., etc. So it's not difficult not to swear. I'm waffling again now. I haven't watched the new Bond film yet. I'm waiting to obtain it. I don't like going to the cinema and being Billy No Mates. I've done it before, only on films already. I think it was might have been on Avengers Endgame that I went to see it on my own because the boys weren't with me, and the boys don't really like the cinema that much. So, did he not? It surprises me. Kev's normally good like that. That must have been Stemp. I've heard the new Bond girl, the new 007 is going to be a girl after this one. The new Bond, in my opinion, is super good. Yeah, I'm dying to see it. It does look very good. I love James Bond films, but I will probably wait until I'm able to obtain it. That's all I'm going to say. No need to swear. I wish I could do YouTube full time. Would be that. You say that, Dads, but it can get, we were trying to put 2 videos out a week, and we haven't been recently because it's just you know, working full time, the boys back at school, Jack's working again, you know, with everyone getting back to their more normal lives. Putting 2 videos out a week is difficult, so we're trying, you know, if we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. We just stick with a live stream and 1 video a week for the time being. It is what it is, you know. The thing is, it does take a lot of time. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy meeting and talking to you guys, and the comments and knowing people like what we do, and just that, and also the fact that, you know, it's going to be there for, you know, when I'm 6 foot under pushing up daisies and the boys are sitting there with their family and their kids, and they can probably sit down and watch it, and who knows, they might be going out and playing with their kids with RC cars, and they may still be continuing the channel. Who knows? Probably fighting between themselves as to who has control of the channel, but Cannon will say him because he started it. But yeah, I wouldn't do it to the point that that it became tedious, Gary. It's got to be fun still. So it wouldn't be, oh, I've got to go out and do this. Oh, oh no, I'm not doing a video. No, 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 no. So it's got to be fun still. RC with DMB. Kitchen stream, probably going to be a kitchen stream going forward during the winter. I've got a nice new cutting mat or work mat that turned up today that I ordered, so that allows me to go on the work surface. There's a lot more light in here. You know, I used to do it in the lounge during the winter because it gets cold in the garage. But that meant the lounge was out of action and it was a pain because I had to raise the table up and everything. So I just suddenly thought, actually, I can do it in the kitchen, get more light. You guys can, you know, see it better, see me better, I think. What do you guys think I've been in the stream? Have you preferred it being in the kitchen? Yeah, working on YouTube is not easy. You've got to get a balance. No, I got it off of eBay. It's an A1 cutting mat that's self-healing. I think it's about 15 quid off of eBay. And it's got different markings on the other side. But it's a good size because it just comes out to the edge of the work surface. And it's nice and long, so I can get the cars on it with some tools over there. It's a perfect size, and I can cut on it, and it self-heals apparently. Don't know how it does that, but there you go. I don't mind where you do it. It's always fun and great content. Well, thank you, dads. Kettle is close by. It's right there, although I don't drink hot drinks. My hobby RCGB YouTube is to share and be crazy. Yep. And when I run out of drink, I'm getting another drink. Come on. Got something for Gary in the fridge. Gary likes a bit of that, don't you? Right, it's that way round, isn't it? Somerset Brie. But I did eat a pineapple pizza, yes. I ate a ham and pineapple pizza, and it was lovely with some bird's eye chili peppers on it. Next match has just gone up $50. Yeah, I think everything's going up, but I think the US is going up more than what the UK is at the moment. Mainly because the UK went up ages ago. or have they gone up even more? How much was the old SCX6? I don't even know what an SCX6 is, to be brutally honest with you. I'm not really into crawling that much, so. I did get these today though. I have a sweet tooth. It's very true, Alfie. I have basically pretty much boycotted all the new armours apart from the Typhon TLR. And the reason I didn't boycott the Typhon TLR is because I didn't have a Typhon. Always wanted a Typhon. And I had a Max 8 sitting on the side. I had a servo and a radio sitting on the side. Oh, you like? Yeah, it's all jumping. It's all to do with the container cost, but the problem is they won't bring them back down. Infraction 739? No way. No way. Joke. Well, this, I mean, my V4 Kraton was £439. 18 months ago. Well, almost 2 years, actually, almost 2 years ago. Yeah. And if they ever bring out the 4S, which is supposed to be out almost a year ago now, there'll be 500 quid. I bet the price has gone up, Seb. Oh, this is good. I love cinnamon. This is really good. I might have to have the other one, but no, I'll save the other one for tomorrow. Oh, this is really good. Well, I snapped up the Limitless before price change. Is the Limitless $3.99 now? Has that gone up over 400? I think, what did we pay for your Limitless, Callum? $3.29, something like that? Night, Marco. I remembered your name. I'm just going to call you Marco forever now. Nothing coming by. Race day, huh? Well, good luck. Hope you do well. Oh, lovely. I'll tell you what, I love Cinnabon. When I'm walking through the airport, I can smell a Cinnabon from miles away and I can just hone in on it. Love a Cinnabon. Oh no, that sucks. Oh, dismiss. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't eat sweet things. Yeah, £409 for the Limitless roller is a joke. Well, I say that, I mean, when you consider it, I mean, actually, that's not a bad price when you consider the, although there's 70-75 stuff in the Typhon and the EXB, isn't there? It's not real sugar though, Kev. It's artificial sugar. It's pretend sugar. It's the cinnamon I like though. I love cinnamon. What's Cinnabon? Oh. Google it. It's American technically American fast food, but it's like cinnamon rolls, cinnamon buns with icing on them. It's just, oh. That'll be Traxxas then, Mast, because their parts are cheaper than anything. It's just expensive on the electrics. I purchased UDR for under Christmas. It's expensive, but compared to stationery, it's worth it, the extra cost. Yum Yums. Oh, Yum Yums are good as well. Oh, Krispy Kremes. Yeah, you had a Yum Yum for the first time recently, didn't you, Callum, when you were over, when you stayed with me? Sugar is bad for you, and I wish I didn't eat it, and I understand why people don't eat it, and I understand why people move away from it. You know, I just love sugar. I've got a sweet tooth. I can't help it. I know it's bad for me, but if you open up my fridge, but at the same time, I like savoury and I like spicy, so I always chuck those on my pizza. I always chuck that in anything I'm having hot sauce wise. I love spicy, I love savoury. See, look, this is the single life because I like them as well. And then I wonder why I'm the size I am. Bye, Marco. Yeah, I think once people move off of sugar and then they come back to taste it, I understand why they don't like it. And it's the same with cups of tea. You know, if you start drinking tea without sugar, you actually appreciate the taste of tea more. I just don't like hot drinks. Yeah, I think the Typhon TLR is $7.75. I don't drink coffee. Caffeine's bad for you though. Like sour. Oh, sweet and sour, yep. Like sweet and sour Chinese. Still stock on the Infraction, I think, Seb. Front and rear, to be honest with you. And the Limitless. I don't think I've changed anything. I haven't got a centre diff in my Infraction at the moment. And both the boys' Limitlesses are spooled at the moment. Have you tried jalapeno cheese and walk Matt's Chris? There, well, I have tried those, yes. Wasn't too keen on those. For speed running, you need a spool. Ideally for drifting, the centre diff's better, but then you stiffen it up anyway. Sorry, RC, DMV. The other ones that I like, I've got them stashed everywhere. I'm a nightmare. Those are really good. That's savoury, you see. Or I've been good with these. I haven't. These were given to me because they'd actually gone out of date and they couldn't sell them. And I haven't. So 30th of April, and I haven't eaten those yet. I've been good. I have been good. In fact, 3 packets of them. So I have been good. I'm not eating them yet. I love them, but I won't eat them. In fact, those Watsits have been down there for ages as well. Yeah, I know, Kev. I've got to start being better, which is why I haven't eaten those. Those Watsits have been down there forever. It's just for when I get a bit bored and I'm sitting down watching a movie on my own. I like to have something to nibble on. Salt and pepper chips and Chinese, I do. I love Chinese. I love spicy food. I absolutely love. Salt, yeah. Again, I don't have a lot of salt apart from on my McDonald's. I've noticed McDonald's don't salt their chips anymore, and their chips are disgusting without a little bit. I just need a little bit of salt, not a lot. I don't have a lot of salt in my diet. Prices have got to the point where you can't get a brand with a good reputation that's any good for under $300 without it being a budget brand. Yeah. Part of it is container costs have gone. Container costs for shipping have gone through the roof, Alfie, and that's part of what's. But the problem is, will they bring the prices down after the container prices come down? Probably not. I love nuts. Yep, and this is something else. There's something else I graze on. Is this stuff? So, or granola, it's the same stuff. But I quite often will buy this and then I'll just sit there and take it out and eat it like that. So I do eat nuts as well. Those have been in the cupboard for a while. I love mixed nuts and raisins. I'm hiding it. No, there's not an open packet. I've been good on those. I'll buy mixed plain nuts rather than sweets. Yeah, I love mixed nuts. Mixed nuts and raisins, especially the ones with the big almonds. So the almonds, the Brazil nuts. Don't be a Dan. My brother passed away a few years back. He was healthy as you can be. Now I just eat what I want with a reason. Life is too short. There is that side of it as well. Sometimes you just don't know what's around the corner. My sister's not been well. Really unwell, and that does, you know. Nuts are expensive, but they're really good for you. Although they contain a lot of fat, they contain a hell of a lot of good cholesterol. So cholesterol's got two levels. You've got good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. I forget what they call it. But the issue, it's what they measure is the difference between the good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol. So you can have a lot of bad cholesterol, but if you've got a lot of good cholesterol as well, then it's not too bad. Because if you've got no good cholesterol and a little bit of bad cholesterol, that can be worse for you. So nuts are high in whatever it is, good cholesterol. Crunchy nut granola, big scam, the amount of fat in it. Really? Oh, don't tell me that. So, yeah. Ian's back. You finished hot gluing now, Ian? Cashews I love cashews on my Alfie. You and I get on really well because cashews and pistachios are my favourite, but they're also the worst for you, I think. Almonds, I think, are supposed to be one of the better nuts for you. Is it that? Yeah, that's what my sister had, Kev. Or has. She had to have an operation. My mum's had cancer, my sister's had cancer. My sister's only 49, I think. Not even 50 yet. What am I this year? 55, so my brother's going to be 53. Yeah, my younger sister will be 50 this year. COVID spreading again. Yeah, it's always going to spread, Alfie. I mean, that's going to be seasonal now. Not a lot you can do about that. You can't put that back in a box. It is what it is. Once everybody's had it, it'll just become more like a common cold and common flu. Right. Yeah, we're all getting morbid anyway. I just showed you some sweets and then everyone starts... I'm not eating any more sweets. I promise. I'll be good. I'm going to go on a health kick. I eat a lot of Snickers, yeah, but that's got chocolate and caramel and marshmallow and goodness knows what else in it. I love marshmallow as well. Just me that thinks cashews taste milky creamy. I love cashews. Oh, Marmite cashews. Mwah! Love Marmite cashews. Oh, see, Revo's just said that as well. What about squirrels? They've got roasted squirrels. What's this? We are getting snow in a couple of weeks. Says who? I'll get the paddle tyres out then. Yeah, you can't beat those Marmite cashews. What are the peanut cashews like, Kev? Marmite cashews. Marmite is Twiglets, but Marmite cashews. If anyone who don't know what Marmite is, one of my favourite things to put in a sarnie. It's sealed up. Oh, it smells so good. You're eating some now. I've got to get some more. Look at that. You don't like Marmite, Ian? Lovely. Mmm. Marmite in a dish. Oh, not done that before. Oh, that's got a kick to it. Oh, Alfie, you just put me off Marmite now. Marmite's not sugar. There's no sugar in Marmite. Yeah, Marmite, but Paul won't. Evening, Chris. Hi, Dave. Love the race with the big rock and car sweet, Dave. Unsubscribe. No, Dan. I'll put it away. You won't see me eat Marmite again. Promise, no more Marmite. It is weird that, you know, when people say you either love it or, you know, it's a Marmite flavour, it's a Marmite this, it's a Marmite. It's so true, people either love it or there's no in between with Marmite. What's the package say for Marmite? I'll be surprised if it's full of sugar because it's yeast extract. You're going to make me put my double glasses on now, aren't you? Well, I've got to go in here, have I? Nutritional information inside. That make it easy to open. There we go. Right. Per 100 grams, 260 calories. This is 250 grams. And I wouldn't recommend eating this in one go. But per portion, whatever a portion is 8 grams based on 2 slices of bread, is 21 calories. Fat, less than 0.5 of a gram, even in 100 grams, less 0.5, of which saturates 0.1. Carbohydrates, 30 grams out of 100, of which 1.2 is sugar. So, overall, 1.2% of this is sugar. 34% of it is protein. 10% of it is salt. That does surprise me a bit, actually. But it's got thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, folic acid, vitamin B12. Yeah, so no, not that. It's only 1.2% sugar. Rich in vitamin, and it's a vegan. Vegans can eat it as well, so everyone's happy. See you later, Seb. I've not had Vegemite. I've had Bovril. Seems to me you don't like to taste the food, just the strong added flavours. No, I'm not a connoisseur of food. I'll be honest. I like, you know, I'm meat and two veg. You know, I don't want to go to a restaurant and have all these different things and people say, oh, you can taste this, you can taste it. I can't taste it. It's the same with wine. I don't drink red wine because I can't taste the difference between a good red wine and a bad red wine. All red wine tastes the same to me. And whether that's it might have changed since I stopped smoking. I don't know, but all wine tastes the same to me. I like just simple food. I'm happy with eating a burger. I'd eat a burger all day long, or some fillet steaks and things like that, or chicken, boneless chicken. You know, not had Vegemite. I like bottled. I used to like bottled drinks. The carb content. Oh. Carbohydrates, 30 grams. So 30% carbs. Yeah, they're probably not good for you. See you later, Master. Thanks for coming by, buddy. I've got the same as own Marmite, a third of the price and Aegis spread as it's running. Didn't know you could get your other brands because the Marmite is expensive. British comfort food, yeah, I mean, you know, bangers and mash, love it. You know, with a nice, good English dessert, you know, jam roly-poly, steamed toffee pudding. I like my desserts, you know, apple pie. I love an apple pie. But yeah, bangers and mash or liver and bacon. Love liver and bacon. When was the last time you cooked bangers and mash? I cook bangers and mash quite often. You've not been here for 6 months though, Jack. You've been missing out. Yeah, KFC I think is very underwhelming as well. What did you have, Alfie? Marmite Snacker Jack's good and healthy. I didn't know. I'm going to have to go to Tesco's to find it now. You've blown your taste buds with hot stuff, same as loud music and hearing. Could have been. Could have been. But I didn't start eating hot stuff until I didn't even have my first Chinese. My mum and dad never had takeaways or anything. No, I was at least... The first curry I had, I was in London working when they took me for a curry. The very first curry I had. So I was probably in my mid-20s when I had my first curry. Chinese, again, never had that until I was older. So, you know, I was brought up with home-cooked food. You know, stews, casseroles, stuffed marrow. Cottage pie on a Monday, you know, from the leftovers from the or cold, it'd be cold cut, I think, on a Monday, and then Scottish pie would be on a Tuesday or something or other. Proper pie and mash with green liquor. I think when it comes to spreads like Marmite, you've only got to eat 100 grams. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's they're saying 8 gram serving. You don't put a lot of Marmite on. Okay, speak to Jason next time you're in. I found a 4,000-foot road. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that sounds interesting, Chris. Mr. Devo. Hi, how are you? Had a boneless meal. Yeah. I like the Zinger burgers. You didn't win the lottery, Jack. Oh, unlucky. I did. No, I don't know yet. I haven't looked. I won it 2 weeks ago. I won £4.60. Oh, home food is definitely the best food. I do miss it. It's one thing I do miss about not being married anymore was the home cooked meals. Coming home from work and having a meal cooked for me. I do miss that. Had your first curry a year ago. Wow, Revo, you're even later bloomer than me. Between 9 lines of tonight's Euros in my family, we got one number and it was the same. It's me laughing, I haven't even looked. I had 119 man out of the limitless on it. Nice. That is, yeah, that's going some. I have very weak with Marmite, yeah. Hard work, learning new stuff equals guaranteed lotto win. It does indeed, Kev. There is no get rich quick, but 10 quid on the lottery. I don't normally do the lottery. In fact, I stopped doing it years and years and years and years and years. And when it first came out, I did it, I'll be honest. When it was on a Saturday, I used to put £1 every Saturday. I used to do the same numbers. And then they did it on a Wednesday. And it's like, Wednesday, and you know, now I've got double it and this, that and the other. And then I stopped checking the numbers, and I had about 6 months worth of tickets all built up. And I thought, I better check them. And I went through, checked them, and I worked out how much I'd spent to what I got back. And it was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I stopped doing it. And that was, so many years ago, you wouldn't believe it. But when the Euro Millions gets up to like 100 odd million pounds, I do just have a little bit of a flutter. I don't normally gamble, but very sexist. What's very sexist? Anything? No, it's not the only thing I miss about it, Jack. There's other things I miss as well, but one of the things. God, you just boys don't listen, do you? We're all coming up to you then, Seb. I should come up for dinner sometime, Ian, definitely. You weren't old enough to do the lottery before, Jack. Hi, Gruffy, how are you? You're too young to do the lottery, Callum. I think you have to be 16. Lotto bad, as you always worry the week you don't do it. It's the time your numbers come. Yeah, I'd stopped, and that's what I was like. I can't stop doing it. But then the realisation of how much I'd spent doing it and what I got back was like, why am I doing this? And I just stopped doing it. Chances are my numbers have come up in all those years, and I might have won a lot, but who knows? Doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I mean, and there's been times when it's gone over 100 million and I haven't done it. It's only if I'm aware that it's gone over it. Yeah, it's pretty much close. It was about 6 months. It wasn't long after it went to twice a week, and then they upped it, didn't they? Because it used to be £1 on a Saturday. Then it went to £1 on Saturday and Wednesday. And of course, if you're doing the same numbers, you had to do them on the Wednesday, because if you didn't and it came up, you'd be going, oh. And then they increased it to £2. I never did it when it was £2. I'd stopped by then anyway. But it's just wrong. They're just mugging people into it, especially with the scratch cards. Scratch bars are the biggest clickbait thing ever made. You always, oh, so close. Oh, so close. Is it 18? I thought you could do the lottery at 16. Okay, Noel, thanks for coming by, buddy. It is 18, is it? I do need to go to Model Sport. The MT10 worked well. MT10's a great little basher. Yeah, rather spent on RC, most definitely. I'll have to go and have a look at Chris's road. It's a brilliant birthday present. No, it's not a good birthday present, and I think it's disgraceful when you get given it as a birthday present. Oh, they did change it. I thought it was 16 you could do it. Scratch cards are not a good present. Okay. It used to be 16, I think, though. Alfie, yeah. Fall asleep, the live stream is still going low. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks, Alfie. Take care, buddy. I'm surprised it's still going as well. Birthday's in 10 days. Well, happy birthday. Callum's birthday's next week. So, Callum hits the big 1-6 next week. 16 years old. Not that I think that means anything. He seems to think it does. Sweet 16. Yes, Callum knows what he's getting. You're getting scratch cards. Yeah. I'll be honest, I was addicted to gambling in my younger years. Fruit machines. I used to avoid them like the plague. Never used to gamble at all. And then we were out one day. My mates used to play fruit machines all the time, and I never did. And we were out down the pub. I was probably in my early 20s. And they'd all spent a load of money on the fruit machine. And they went, and I had £1 on me, right? And I put £1 in and I won the jackpot. I was like, oh, this is easy then. And then I was addicted to it. I was literally addicted. I got myself into a lot of debt. Luckily, I was, all three of my credit cards were on their limit. I couldn't afford the monthly payments on them, really, and going out. My parents actually found the red letters in my room, and they had it out with me. They didn't bail me out. They rationed my money. I was out earning. I had a job, but they basically took all that. They gave me an allowance. I was allowed, I went out of an evening. I was allowed to take £1 with me. That was it, and I had to get myself out of debt. And since then, apart from when I do the odd lottery, I don't gamble at all. I don't put in fruit machines. I don't put on bets on horses or anything like that. Here we go. See you later, Dads. I'll see you hang up. Oh, Jordan, you're very similar days to Callum then. His birthday's next week and he's 16. But I wouldn't get you scratch cards, Callum, so don't worry about that. Started with Foxy Bingo and all them. Lost the house, all savings, everything. Yeah, it's easy to do. It was super easy. It was. I was getting off the train. I was getting up earlier. I was getting off the train at the next station along, which had a cafe with a fruit machine in it. And I'd get off there. I'd spend a load of money on the fruit machine there before I had to get on the train to go up to London. Then try to do the fruit machine on the station at London. Then I'll be at the fruit machine at lunchtime. My worst night. We're talking about going back a few years now. Was down a club at lunchtime. £100 jackpot machine. I put £150 in it in a lunch hour. Yeah, that £1 got me into a lot of debt, so when we go to the casino day. I'll go to the casino, but you won't see me put any money down. I don't mind going to them, but I wouldn't put any money down on it. I think they must have been left somewhere, Seb, or got hot. Seriously, because the only reason I can think of for those GRPs to be that out of shape. Yeah, but I wouldn't buy them, Callum, because it's the wrong thing to do. No, just avoid gambling. Working in insurance and gambling do seem to clash. At least they did. That was before pubs weren't open during. They used to open for lunch and shut, and you could only do £100 jackpots were in clubs, not in pubs. Pubs with £4 jackpot was the maximum. We're going back a few years. Imagine getting a Callum scratch card, wouldn't even be able to cash it unless he doesn't get it. You'd have to get it for him. It's just socialising. I like socialising, Callum. I wouldn't gamble or bet. I've been to casinos and I've watched people play it. I understand why people play it. I get it all. I've been to the casinos in Vegas, but I didn't put a bet down. Casino paid for 4 Vegas holiday. Nice. You did well then. I'm the same with savings, stocks and shares and things like that. I've seen how you lose money. I've lost money on stocks and shares. Luckily I was given the shares. They were worth a certain amount, and I saw them crash almost overnight. So I am risk adverse now. It doesn't do me any favours being risk adverse. I know that. You know, the money I have in the bank is actually losing money because the interest I get on it is lower than inflation. But I'm just risk averse. I've seen how it. Tyson Fury paid for half an MT10, to be fair. That could be the case, Griffey, but if you were to add up all that you spent on gambling to how much you've won, I'd hasten a bet that you spent more than you've won. I'd hasten a bet on that. I might be wrong. You might be, might be able to beat the odds, but bookies, casinos, fruit machines, etc., they're all winning more than you're winning. So therefore, the money is going one way. The only person that wins is the guy that walks in once, puts the money down and walks out with more and doesn't go back. If you go back, the casino's taking it all back off you, or the fruit machine, or the bookies. Bitcoin, I've seen that crash as well. If you boys want to gamble, I'm not going to stop you gambling. I just, look, this is me. Would you go to a restaurant and not eat? I have been to a restaurant and not eaten as well, yes, if I'm with a group of friends. I go to a pub and I don't drink. I drink Coca-Cola. To me, I go out with people driving RC cars and I don't drive an RC car. I'm happy to sit and chat and shoot the breeze and who knows what else. So, to me, it's more about being with people that I like and that I want to spend time with than the physical of what I'm there for, if that makes sense. Blackjack basic strategy allows you some fun without the risk of it. It does. And, you know, I've always said that if you do gamble, you set your limit and you don't go, but you don't start chasing. You know, you go, if you know, one of the things I've always known, etc., is if you're going to go out, you're going to gamble, you say £100 my limit, whatever your limit is, and once you hit that, once you spent £100, don't then go, oh, I've got to try and get it back. Because once you start chasing, and that's what I was doing when I was younger, I was trying to chase it, you know, oh, I can win it back, I can win it back, I can win it back, I can win it back. And that's the trap you fall into. Yeah, I can see that. And we went out, I remember we went out as a family to going back a few years now, Walthamstow Dogs was it, I think, for a meal and all that, and I didn't put a bet on dog. Chasing is definitely bad, and that's where you get yourself in a lot, and that's what I did, so it is what it is. I don't begrudge, you know, if people want to get, it's entirely up to them. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm anti-gambling, because I'm not anti-gambling. I'm not anti-drinking. I'm not, you know, just people can do what they want to do. It's their lives. I'm just, you know, if my boys decide they want to gamble, if they want to smoke, I smoked, you know. If the boys decide they want to smoke, that's up to them. You know, I'm not going to have a go at them or anything, or if they decide they want to drink. I don't really drink, but if they decide, well, Jack does have a drink, but you know, everybody's got to make their own way in life and make their own decisions in life and learn their own things in life. And what makes one man happy makes another man sad. And what makes one man sad makes another man happy. So, well, we get very philosopher, whatever it is. Pokemon card, all those things are legalised. You know, all the FIFA cards and things like that, legalised gambling because you start chasing the card that you're missing. And they don't put many of those cards out. Same with loot box games. Yeah, it's all legalised gambling. It's all gambling. I'm surprised it's allowed for kids because it is gambling. If you go to the pub with 100 quid, it's definitely gone, and you get £100, you might walk out with a profit. Very true, Kev. Very, very true, that as well. But if I went to a pub with £100, I'd come back with 90 because I'd only have a few Cokes. And in fact, normally, if I went to the pub with my mates with £100, I'd come back with £100 because I'd be driving them there and back, so they would buy my Cokes for the evening. Yeah, thanks Dan, but I still can't say that word. Yeah, I can't say it. Can't get my tongue around it. Jack, I want to tell Dad something. If Jack's smoking, he can smoke. It's entirely up to him. Oh, philosophic? Is that right? Philosophic? Yep, drinking a Coke. That's all I drink. Beer. A pint of beer probably is cheaper than a pint of Coke. Philosophic. I know, I'm partially dyslexic as well, so. I quite often say, I can't say, normally I can't say car park, I say park arc, and hospital, I normally say hostiple. A bit like, Jesus, try and say that as well, Kev. Vinskinity, is that right? Vinskinity. I never got one exam I never got English at school. Took it 3 times, failed it 3 times. They probably did get proper wasted. Don't get me wrong, I've been wasted. I've thrown up in my sleep from drinking too much. And it's not pleasant. Pernod and Black. You wake up after drinking that and throwing up. It's not pleasant. I stripped naked in pubs, dancing on tables naked in pubs. I've been to roller discos and stripped naked, skating around a roller disco naked from drink. I'm very easily led when I've had a drink. One of the reasons I stopped drinking. There's one thing I say. I can say vicinity, I think. It is the 80s. Roller discos and Pernod Black. I used to play street hockey. I played street hockey for England. I used to be marshals at roller discos. I used to go all over the place marshalling. Roller discos. Saturday and Sunday night were roller discos. So Monday night was hockey training. Wednesday night was hockey training. Friday night was hockey training. Tuesday night was the gym. Thursday night was the gym. Saturday night was roller discos, marshalling. Sunday during the day was street hockey league games, and Sunday night was marshalling at the roller discos. That was from the age of about 18 to 28. I've been proper wasted on expenses before as well, yes. Snake bite and Black, Pernod and Black. Did anyone film it? No, because people didn't have mobile phones back then, Callum. Hi, Cozzy, how are you? Nice field hockey. Yeah, street hockey was what I played. It was ice hockey on roller skates. We played all over the place, nationals. We played in Germany, Belgium. Some of the hockey was filmed on VHS. I have to try and find those. We were on the TV and everything. Probably find video clips on YouTube somewhere. And if you know the guy, I don't know whether you know him on Casualty. What was his name? Black guy that had the scar. Ashley, I think it was. Used to play with him. He was in one of the teams we used to play against. Why did I stop playing hockey? Because it started getting too political and stupid, and I was 28. I kind of wish I hadn't given up when I did, but it was all getting a bit too political with the way things were going. There is no things you can smell, Callum. That's all factually true. Factually true. And if you look up a guy called Ricky Cooper, who, I don't know how he did it. He used to be our goalkeeper in the team I played with, the Tunbridge Maulers, or the Maulers as we were then called. He used to be our goalkeeper. He also used to play in goal for us. If you look up Ricky Cooper, he was, and I think still is, the captain of the Welsh polo team. And you'll see him mention that he played for England as well. So how would I know that from somebody that plays polo when I don't even play it? And you've seen the photos of me in my hockey kit and everything. It would have been great content if someone got it on camera. What, me skating naked around roller discos? No, it wouldn't have been. Although I was a lot slimmer back then. I was a lot fitter. You know, I was training Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I was down the gym Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was roller discoing on Saturday. I was playing league games on Sunday and roller discoing on Saturday. Eric D. Johnson, evening, how are you? I played ice hockey as well. I played for the Medway Bears B team. I forget what they were called now because my memory's not that good. We basically got challenged. They challenged us to a ice hockey game, and we challenged, and they had to play street hockey, and we beat them in both. Even though we couldn't ice skate as well as those because of their control and everything, we beat them at ice hockey and then beat them at street hockey. They weren't happy, and then they selected a few of us to go and play for them. Place I've been to ice hockey, Clarkson was driving on the ice. Were you there, Gary? They're proper photos. They're not CGI. They're not digital photos before digital photos existed. Callum, you were such an idiot sometimes. I put the onboard cameras in the car. Oh, nice. Didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Nice to know. Know someone that knew Clarkson. Who knows Clarkson? Worked with Clarkson, whatever. I just wish I've still got the hockey stick. I think I've still got a hockey stick somewhere. Certainly got the ice hockey. I've got a lot of it binned because when my garage got flooded. Let's see what we've got out here. I don't know whether I still got this hockey stick or not. I thought I did have one. Maybe not though. I thought I still had one. I've got the skates around here somewhere. The ice skates. I don't know where they've gone either. Problem is I lost so much stuff when I moved house as well. Oh, here it is. There's a spider on it somewhere. Titan 4020. Oh. Why would I have that still then, Callum? I just happen to have a Titan 4020 laying in my garage, do I? I never played hockey. And I don't know where the ice skates are. The roller skates got somewhere as well. You saw me roller skate when we were at the old house. The bearings were shot to pieces. I don't know what I did with them now. They'll be in probably one of these boxes. Anyway, 11:45, guys. Oh my God. Been going forever. Sit down and say goodbye to everybody. Oh. Turn that off. You played with Messi, did you, Callum? Well done. Because I'm a Perch fan. Oh, well, if you don't, guys, it's up to you. Stamina, that is, Dave. Yes, that is me. My local team is the Nottingham Panthers. Oh, name rings a bell. Yeah, when I first started playing, there wasn't that many teams. Certainly not locally. It was more the London team. So you had the Brixton Yo-Yos, the Titans, the Warrington Steelers. I'm trying to remember the names of them. It's just going back, so my brain doesn't work that way. You had the Tunbridge Cruisers. They were our arch enemies. Who else did you have in London? Brixton Yo-Yos, the Titans, the Steelers. The Warrington Steelers were up north. They were a good team. Can't remember their names. So like against, but there is a Facebook group I'm on, which is from the 80s. My groups. Just my brain memories just doesn't work that well anymore, unfortunately. Let's see what I can find. You tell me whether this is me or not. I don't know where my photos are of it now. There we go. And a good friend of mine died recently as well. He died, one of our teams. Here we go. This is when I was part of the Destroyers. They're going to flip? It is, yes. That there is me. And that is me. And that there, very sadly, is the guy that died recently. Oh, excuse me. You're so funny, Callum. That's all right, Ian. You take care. Well, if you're doing live tomorrow, I'll catch up with you then. Night, Frank. Why are you bent over? I was just messing around. You just have a laugh. I've timbered up a lot since then, Gary. A hell of a lot. Yes. A hell of a lot. But that's age and lack of exercise for you. Right, guys. It is 10 to 12. I've got to go and tidy up in the kitchen, get everything ready, or I've got to get out to the model shop tomorrow. Thank you for all joining me again tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. Still 24 of you watching. Wow. You all take care. I've got a video coming out. Might be tomorrow, might be Sunday. And hope you enjoy it. It's a bit of a different one because it was just me. I was filming myself. So it's been a tough one to edit. Tough, very tough to edit. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, John. Have a good weekend yourselves, guys. Making pineapple pizza for dinner. Love pineapple pizza. I might have to make it a Friday night regular. Why don't I get a Peloton? Because I'd get a Watt bike if I was to get a Peloton. Too expensive. I think they're coming down in price, but anyway. Stop me chatting, Callum. You're supposed to be going to bed early. Yeah, it's TLR in the woods. So I've worked very hard. I've worked all week on this edit every night. So just trying a few different things, especially when you're filming yourself. Hope you guys like it. Anyway, guys, it would be cheaper to buy another X-Max. Yes. Anyway, stop me talking. Take care. I should do what Kev does. He just goes, I'm going now. Bye. And goes. But I just like chatting to you all. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll see you next week. Next Thursday. I'll probably be live next Thursday. I'll put it up on the community post because I'll see you next Tuesday. They're doing their 24-hour live starting Friday night, finishing Saturday evening. Or starting Friday evenings, finishing Saturday. And it's for cancer research. So cancer research is something that does touch me. So I'm going to move my live stream so it doesn't interfere with theirs at all. So live next week will be on Thursday. I'll put the thing up on the community post anyway. Okay, take care guys. See you next Thursday.